Thank you for watching the most profitable show in crypto history. Stop everything that you're doing. Now it's crypto time. Welcome to the Crypto Villas Show.
Fala pessoal, bem-vindo ao canal do Cripto Via Live às 13 horas, porque temos entrevistas exclusivas. Para quem é novo no meu canal, se inscreve no meu canal, toca no sininho, todas as notificações. Se inscrever, sininho, todas as notificações. Sempre lembrando, deixando aquele like esperto aí, tá bom? Se possível, também me siga no Twitter, no Instagram, tá? E se quiser se aprofundar mais, tal, aí entra no nosso grupo do Telegram, tá, pessoal? Todos esses links, como sempre, aqui embaixo na descrição do vídeo do YouTube. Você do Instagram, vai lá pro YouTube, tá bom? Hoje, como vocês sabem, é um dia especial aí, vou entrevistar o Jeff, que é o CEO da Metachess, tá? As duas melhores perguntas, tá? Vão ganhar $25 cada uma e vai ter mais um sorteio de $10, tá? Que eu vou fazer aqui no final da stream. Sempre lembrando, pessoal, ganhou o sorteio? As duas ganhadoras vão ser as duas primeiras que eu pegar, tá? Vou selecionar as melhores na hora e pego as duas primeiras. Ganhou? Vai no meu canal, na seção About, me manda um e-mail com a sua wallet, tá? Da Binance Smart Chain, a partir da sua conta Google vencedora, tá bom, pessoal? Então é isso aí. Vou chamar ele aqui para o show, só um minutinho, vamos lá. Hey, Jeff, thank you for coming. Welcome.
Hey, Crypto Villa, how are you?
Oh, good. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. How's everything over there?
Oh, nice. So the first question, what's Metachess is about? Can you please do a small introduction?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so Metachess, from the name, it's pretty much about the game of chess, but we're trying to build something more than just a chess game. That's why we have different game modes, and we have this unique 3D vision that we try to attract the younger generations. The trailer of the 3D version is out, and later I could show guys how it works, or they could just pop in a Telegram group chat to see what the trailer looks like. So we have three versions: the 2D, the classic 3D, and the Metachess Warfront, which is also a 3D version. So the 2D is currently live on the website, and users already play on the website as we speak.
Perfect. And well, you already talked a little bit, but I'd like to understand more about this 2D, right? 3D and the 3D Warfront games. What the difference about mainly about the Warfront, right? And you can also talk about Metaverse, how Metachess can take advantage of this.
Yeah, so the Warfront version is pretty much like it's following chess rules, but the chess pieces are in form of human characters. So and each of these characters would be sold as NFTs. And that's the difference between the Warfront version and the classic 2D version. So this Warfront is more fancy, more intriguing, and it's more interesting to the younger generation, of course, because the professional chess players obviously prefer the 2D because they like it simple. They like to keep it simple when playing chess. But video gamers and the younger generations would definitely prefer the Metachess Warfront version. And that's like the huge contrast between the two versions.
Perfect. And can you please explain how the play to earn and the tournaments is going to work?
Okay, so on Metachess, there are going to be a couple of ways to earn on the platform. And the first one I would like to talk about is play to earn, where you can earn for your activities inside the game. So there's a leaderboard for the most active player, and the top 3 active players every week would get rewarded. And the game count is not by just every game. Not every game counts and adds to your tally on the leaderboard. The one that actually counts is when you get paired with an opponent by the server. When the server pairs you with an opponent, then it counts, and then the highest count for the week would get rewarded. So that's one way to earn. You can also earn through learn to earn. Yeah, we have play to earn, learn to earn, coach to earn, and a couple of other ways. So the learn to earn is actually solving chess puzzles. You solve chess puzzles, you solve tutorials, and I mean, you should be paying us for this, but you're actually getting rewarded for learning and earning. So that's another way to earn on the platform. We have this game mode, Treasure Quest, and this game mode is not really about the game of chess. It's pretty much like you hunting for treasures on the chessboard. So that game mode is currently live on the website, even though the smart contract is not integrated yet. So it's like a chessboard, empty chessboard, where you have to hunt for treasures on this chessboard. You click on those squares on the chessboard, and if you're fortunate to find treasures in form of tokens, then you can just claim your reward. So it's pretty much like luck. So there's also this feature, land feature, where we sell lands to users. So each square on the chessboard would represent a piece of land, and this piece of land could serve as like an investment. I mean, just like the real life lands where you purchase in real estate and you could earn passive income. But that's how it is in the game. You purchase the land and you can earn passive income. How do I mean? Let's talk about the treasure quest a little again. So if a player digs treasure on a particular square and you happen to be the square owner, you get to split the revenue between yourself and the player. So that's one way you earn as a landowner. So these are just multiple ways to earn. I also did mention the coach to earn. The coach to earn, you actually players enlist themselves as coaches. The really good guys, they enlist themselves as coaches, and they teach the newbies, and they actually earn from that. So these are just a few ways you earn on the platform.
Okay, and we'll have any NFTs in Metachess, I guess. Sure, right?
Yeah, that's correct. Oh, and I didn't talk about the tournaments. I remember you asked about the tournaments. So yeah, that's another way to earn. We gave it compete to earn. So you're actually competing against others and earning reward. So it's just like the normal tournaments everywhere. You face opponents, and we have winners in different categories depending on your rating. So that's about that. And about the NFTs, those characters in the Metachess wall front would be in form of NFTs. So that's pretty much it.
Perfect. And can you talk a little about the TV features, tutorials, and puzzles?
Oh, yeah, I touched the tutorials and puzzles a little when I was talking about Learn to Earn. So Learn to Earn is pretty much on the aspect of tutorials and puzzles. So you solve chess puzzles and you earn reward. It's pretty much simple as that. They are just like platforms like Lichess, chess.com. They have chess puzzles where you solve those puzzles. The only difference is you don't earn anything on chess.com or Lichess. But on our platform, you solve these puzzles and you earn reward. Then as for the TV feature, it's a feature where you can spectate, where you can watch other users as they play the game. So that is actually live on the website. That feature is already active, where if a user is playing, other users can just watch the game. So that's about the TV feature, but it will become even bigger as we progress in development. We would have a page dedicated to the TV feature, where it will show all live games, and you can decide to watch whichever you want.
Okay, and talking a little about the team, can you, I don't know, talk how many people are working, where?
Yeah, so I think I should have started with introducing myself a little bit more. Yeah, so I started crypto. I got involved with crypto back in 2017, and I've been into the crypto world. And since then, I've been involved in a couple of startups, crypto startups, obviously, and some I launched anonymously, while others publicly, of course. And one of the notable projects I worked on was Bomb Token. So I was a part of Bomb team. And Bomb is actually the first deflationary token. This whole concept of bond mechanism that we have all over the place. Bomb started it with it all started with Bomb. So I was a part of that. Then XIO, I got involved briefly with XIO, and XIO is now called Block Zero Labs. So I've been in the crypto space since 2017, and Metachess itself, we started working on it in 2017. Then talking about the rest of the team, Jonathan is a chess player and also a crypto guy. I mean, he has been in the crypto space since 2019, and since then he has also launched a few crypto startups too. David is the lead developer, and is Portuguese actually. David is from Portugal, and he is very, very good. There's barely any programming language it doesn't know. And then we have Kirag. Kirag is our 3D generalist. Anything that has to do with 3D, is really good at it, and he's somewhat like a perfectionist. He doesn't stop designing until it looks like perfect. So that's Kirag. We have Bola. We have Oksana. We have Katarina, and that's just a brief intro of the team.
And where? Like you in Cyprus or all over the world?
Yeah, well, some of us are here in Cyprus, but it's pretty much a team of people from all over the world. I did mention David is in Portugal. Ruben, okay, I didn't talk about Ruben. Ruben is actually a chess player too, but also a crypto guy. So Ruben is in Spain. He plays for Spain team sometimes. Jonathan currently is in Nigeria. Kirag is in Estonia, and Oksana is in Ukraine. So we just have people from all over the world.
Okay. And well, are there any partnerships or backers? Maybe some new partnership that you can disclose here? I don't know.
Yeah, we have a couple of them. Magnus Capital is a lead investor, and they've been really supportive. They've been helpful to the project, and we've actually known each other from way back. One of the co-founders, and they are not just investors; they are also advisors, and they've been really helpful to the project. And then we have Synapse, we have Certic, we have Pink Ecosystem. Also, they are partners and support backers, pretty much. So we have a couple of them, and they are listed on our website.
Okay. And talking a little about the token economics, can you say about the use cases?
Yeah, sure. So SHA token is going to be used in the game, and there are some game modes that you actually need SHA token to play. Even though the main game is free to play, you don't need to pay to play. So it's free to play, but there are some certain game modes where you have to pay tokens to play. So that's one utility of the SHA token. Tournaments mode also. Some tournaments would be free to have access to gain entry into, while some you would need to stake a certain amount of tokens in order to gain entry to the tournament. And then some tournaments you would have to pay entry fee in tokens as well. Then NFTs, we would have this marketplace where the SHA token would be the universal currency on the platform. It won't be a case where you buy these NFTs with stable coins or BNB or thereabouts. It's going to be in tokens. So that's another use case of the token. We also have this unique feature. Advertisements is actually a way to advertise in the game. I don't know. Is there a way to share screen? I'm not so sure.
Not sure. I guess you can, but
Oh,
I'm not sure.
okay. Let's just go ahead. So In our Metachess Warfront mode, we have this arena where the the characters are in a kind of battle mode setting. So the Coliseum, the arena has walls. So projects or companies can actually put their brands on the wall to advertise them. So it's just like what you see in football stadiums, where you see,
Here, right?
yeah, exactly, something like that. So that's how it's going to be. So imagine Crypto Villa, you want to put your logo and your website or Uni Era on
Yeah,
our arena, something
yeah.
like that. So you pay us in SHA token and we will just, display your brand all over the place. And so this is another use case for the token. So
Oh, that's good.
the token has a couple of use cases. And in terms of tokenomics, initial market cap would be 325, 375. That's 300K plus. Then total supply is 300 million and decimal 18. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Then we are going to be launching on a couple of launch pads, TrustPad, NFT Pad, CoinStarter. I think we just rounded up our ID on CoinStarter a couple of minutes back. So we just
Mhm.
sold out on CoinStarter. So we currently have a sale going on Pink Sale, which would close tomorrow. Or I mean, if we hit at cap before then, it will definitely close. So TrustPad is starting tomorrow. So this just the breakdown of a little bit of the token distribution.
Okay, and how about sex listing, centralized exchange? Is there already some negotiation going on?
Yes, we already started preliminary discussions with Gates.io, but we are still keeping things slow because they usually prefer to list a token that is already trading on the DEX. So we are going to resume discussion after DEX listing. And we are listing on PancakeSwap on the 1st of April. That's this Friday.
Perfect. And do you have some KPIs or goals that you can share with us? I don't know, number of players, tournaments.
Well, I would say the target is to have at least for the first year to have at least 1% of chess.com users because currently chess.com have over 20 million users. So if we have 1%, that's around 200K users. So if we can achieve that in the first year, that would be very, very massive, like huge. And I mean, why wouldn't you want to come to a platform where you can earn rather than just play for free? I mean, so another thing we are targeting is launching the Warfront version because this is something that will catch lots of users' attention. So this Warfront, we are looking at getting it out there Q2. This Q2, not just the alpha version, but the full version where the smart contract will be implemented and the play to earn feature would already be integrated into the game. So we're looking at Q2 of this year. So that's pretty much our short-term goals.
Perfect, perfect. So I'm going to roll out a small video right now, and then we come back for questions and answer.
Yeah, sure.
Like this video, subscribe to Crypto Villa's channel, and click on the bell button in order to turn on your notifications. Also, don't forget to follow him on Twitter. That's the only way to get notified earlier so you can take advantage of this. Information is power. Early information is profit.
So Jeff, we have a lot of questions here.
Wow.
The first question is from PK, right? How do you intend to approach traditional players so that they migrate to Metachess? Cheering, Howards, do you already have something thoughts or moving in this direction?
Interesting. Well, I joked about it earlier that on these other platforms, yes, you can play chess and have fun, but you can also do that on Metachess and earn. On these other platforms, you can't earn. So that is one huge advantage of Metachess. So why waste your time on Chess, chess.com. And I mean, you spend the entire day on the platform and you get nothing. You only know that you played, the game of chess. But on our platform, you can play chess and still earn. That's one way. And another thing is we would have tournaments, a kind of weekly tournaments, and all of these tournaments would be rewarded to players of different categories. So, and we won't be having just online tournaments. We would also be having offline tournaments at different locations around the world. So we're actually looking at hosting one, uh, Q2 also. I think that I should have added that to one of our goals. So we plan on hosting one offline tournament in somewhere in Europe. Location isn't decided yet. So that would also draw users to our platform.
Okay. And the String Taco says here, nice araras, the picture behind you.
Oh.
And Fabia asks here about, I'm going to translate, no problem, don't worry, Jack. How the AntiBot system is going to work, right, in order to avoid some bad actors.
Yeah, that's also a good question. First thing is, if you notice the ways to earn that I mentioned earlier, not much of it involves actually winning games. Because when there's tendency to win games, users are likely to cheat using bots and chess engines to beat their opponent. So most of this play to earn feature does not involve you winning games. But that's not to say we still do not have anti-bot feature on our platform. We're trying to build something like chess.com and Lichess, whereby when you're using a chess engine, it would automatically detect and you would be reported. So that's also something we have implemented on our platform. So the only place it really matters whether you use a chess bot is during tournaments. Outside that, it's just a waste of time, because you don't get a reward for beating your opponents, except in tournaments. And with tournaments, of course, it would be monitored. Like, we have our backend developers scrutinizing each of these games, and the bots anti-bot system is also there, so it would be highly monitored. So that's what we have in place.
Okay. Another question from Silvio. You say you will be organizing chess crypto events all over the world. How will this organization be done? And how will community members meet with potential business partners?
I see you've actually gone through some of our articles. That's commendable. Yeah, so as I was saying earlier, we would be hosting chess events and crypto events, not just chess events, really, at different locations around the world. And talking about how will we do this, it's very simple. I mean, chess events are being done all the time. And these events wouldn't just be a kind of local event. It's going to be FIDE rated. FIDE, like FIDE, that's the World Chess body. So these tournaments would be rated by FIDE. So, and talking about how you would meet potential business partner. Of course, when there's an event, when there's a crypto event, a conference, it's not just about sitting down and playing chess or listening to some discussion or sermon. Let me put it that way, not sermon, but like in conferences. But it's also about meetup. You meet different peoples, you get to connect, and you network with people. So you could meet a potential business partner through all these events that we would be organizing.
Okay. And another question from Luis here. Is Metachess developing any tools in order to facilitate the access for the public unfamiliar with crypto?
Yeah, that's another good one, because not every chess guy out there have the knowledge of crypto. So yes, it is something we plan on doing in the long run, where users can actually use their credit card directly to purchase the token and use them on the platform. So it should just be like a simple transaction for non-crypto users. So, but that is somewhere down the line. It's not something that would come with the first release.
And another question here from Rafa. You already talked a little bit, but again, right? There are some great names in the world of chess, right? Like Magnus, Nepo, Ricardo, and will be interesting to attract this kind of people, right? How you guys are going to make this possible?
Well, by being awesome. Everyone likes awesomeness. So if we develop our platform to be that awesome chess platform, of course, they would be attracted to it. But yeah, that's not enough. I mean, your platform can be awesome, but if they are not properly incentivized, why would they come to the platform? So, of course, that's some of the things we would have to work on in terms of marketing, offering them money. I mean, if it means offering them money to become ambassadors, because like you did mention, they are huge names, they are popular in the system. So if we have these guys as our ambassadors, it would pull more users to our platform.
Okay. One more question from Robson here. When the game is gonna be rolled out? The 2D, the 3D, and the 3D Warfront versions.
Yeah, the 2D is currently live, like I said. So go to the website right now, click on play. You can play the 2D right now. But if you search for opponents, you might not get paired with an opponent because we are still quite low on user base because we are just starting. So to play with someone, you might have to create a custom game. And I think you need to join our Telegram community. So just post your link on the Telegram group chat. People would be excited to play with you. And as we speak, I think people are currently playing in our Telegram group chats, sending links, game links to each other and joining the game. Then as for the Warfront version, the alpha would release early next month. Yeah, the alpha version would release. Then we are looking at implementing the whole smart contracts, auditing, and all of that by the end of Q2. Then we should have that released also.
Perfect. Well, Jeff, I think that's all. A lot of questions. I'd like to say thank you so much for coming to my show. And do you have any final thoughts that you would like to share? I don't know, call the people to go to Metachess Telegram or Twitter.
Yeah, sure. So I would really love you guys to join our community. Even though I know most people are Portuguese-speaking people, but currently we only have Turkish and English community. But in the long run, we would also have a Portuguese community. But for now, you could just join the Telegram group chats and interact with users from the community. If you have to use a translator, to just communicate for the time being, just bear with us until we have, a Portuguese community. And currently we have ideas going, pre-sales. One is live right now on Pink Sale. So you could, if you're interested, you could just join that also. And TrustPad IDO is tomorrow. So thank you all for watching and for the nice questions. I appreciate. And Crypto Villa, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Jeff. And maybe you can come back later, some months later, in order to do another update video, right?
Yeah, I would love that.
So, thank you, Jeff. Bye.
All right, bye, man.
Pessoal, muito obrigado por assistir, tá? Hoje vai ter live de novo às 9 da noite. Vou fazer o sorteiozinho dos $10 agora rapidinho, ó. Então vai lá, pessoal, tá? Vou contar 5, 4, 3. Não, peraí. Tem poucas pessoas participando. 12 pessoas participando só, né? Tem um monte aqui online, pessoal. Vou dar mais alguns segundinhos para o pessoal comentar, tá? Quem não comenta não está participando. Só participa do Free Money quem comentar. Então tem que comentar. Vou dar mais uns 10 segundinhos aí, 16, vamos lá. Tem que ser inscrito no canal para ter 10 vezes mais chance de ganhar. Usuário regular mais 10 vezes e tem que ter comentado qualquer coisa nos últimos 15 minutos, tá bom? Ganhou! Vai no meu canal, seção About, vê meu e-mail lá e manda sua wallet da Binance Smart Chain a partir do e-mail da conta vencedora Google aqui, hein? Do contrário, não vai receber, tá bom? Tem 24 horas para mandar, para claimar o prêmio. Então vamos lá, pessoal, 25. Agora já tá bom, pessoal, já tá bom. Vamos lá. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Vamos lá. Dagdan tá com sorte, hein, Dagdan? Dagdan, vou falar que tá com sorte aí, vou explicar por quê da live da noite, das 9 horas. Ganhou outro prêmio aí, parabéns aí, Dagdan. Mais uma vez, $10, tá bom? $10, parabéns, depois manda sua wallet da Binance Smart Chain, tá bom, pessoal? Não esqueçam, hoje, 9 da noite, teremos live, tá? Live normal, com muitas atualizações do mundo cripto. Queria agradecer demais por terem vindo aqui, tá? Muito, muito bacana aí. E valeu pelas perguntas e pela interação. Parabéns aí, Dagdan, novamente, tá? Até mais, pessoal. E na live de hoje, se eu tiver bonzinho, vamos ver. Se o Bitcoin bater pelo menos 48 mil aí, vai ter free money, e se não, eu vou pensar, tá bom? Valeu, pessoal. Muito obrigado pela presença aí. Até as 9 horas.